Hey YouTube, welcome back. It's Novice Dean back at again with yet another YouTube video. So, I read a lot of books this week, okay? And we're gonna get right into it, starting with Sadie, okay? Honey, Sadie by Courtney Summers. I've been meaning to read that book for like a long time, but like I didn't get into it until like recently this week, and I finished it all in one day because I had a lot to do that day. So I was like listening, and I was like, "Yo, that ending though, like, there was a lot. It was a semi-heavy read, and I understand why everybody was talking about read. You gotta like listen to the audiobook because the audiobook is A1. Like the soundtrack, like the music for the podcast, and then you also got the like the random noises of cars, all that other stuff. So it's pretty damn good and I like it. Okay, let's see. So Sadie, the last ending for Sadie was quite I all I have to say, it makes sense when it comes for a real life situation like that. And it's very realistic to what happens here, okay? To like women everywhere. So I'm not surprised with the ending though. So there's my thoughts on Sadie. I definitely agree with everyone. You gotta like, it's an experience. You gotta go with the audiobook, y'all. You have to. It's just really great, y'all. It's really great. Anyway, what next did I read? So on the bus, because I went to New York to visit family and friends. Yay. I finished reading the fourth book of the McLean Brothers series, Let Me Free You. And I also read the novella, Let Me Please You. And unsurprisingly, Let Me Please You actually completed my POC a when it comes for like pick three ethnicities. So one of them is Black and Mexican. So he's an Afro Hispanic, which is great. So hey, there's that. But anyway, my prediction for book 4, Let Me Free You, it features Neil and Sage. Sage, she was the makeup artist who was mentioned in the first book of the McLean Brothers series. Now it's her turn. She's Liberian, so boom, that was another contribute to my POC-a-thon. So she was facing I'm so sorry. I'm blanking out for no damn reason. She was going to be going back to Liberia and she needs a green card to stay in America. Her boyfriend broke up with her. That boyfriend, Gavin, that's his fucking name. I think I'm probably mixing up Gavin with another character from another book that I finished reading. But yo, he's an asshole. This man got some nerve. Some motherfucking nerve. I'm glad that Neil got to him, and shit. And like that ex-girlfriend of Neil. So here's the thing, Neil, he's like the messed up brother, the one that everybody thought was going to live, not live, but was that everyone thought was going to do better than all of them. But he went through some stuff. Like the woman that he loved is like broke up with him a long time ago, and he kind of got hung up about it. Anyway, he's like the Hotep nigga. just being honest, he's the Hotep one. He and Sage got together to help her with her deportation issue, and then it was that fake romance turned into love situation, which I thought I was going to love, but the story overwhelmed me. Like the plot point was very predictable, so I gave it a 3-star. Even though Sage is actually my favorite woman out of the whole McLean Brothers series. And there's that. Neil, they're twins, so I'd be mixing them up. Shoot, they've been through some stuff. Anyway, who else? Oh yeah, the novella with Kat, who is the sister. So throughout the books, you know that Kat has been through some shit with that her now ex husband. Um, I read this. I think especially like the events in the novella took place during the first and through the third book. So all that happy, good going stuff. Um, yeah, they went. It's okay. I'm not gonna lie, out of all the men, that's not he's not the McQueen brother, but I love him. Like Thomas. Yo, Thomas can get it any day. Yo, I love him. I love him. I love him. He's such a big giant sweetheart. All 300 and something pounds of him. Mm. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, it's a novella. I don't really expect much from it, to be honest with you. He is my favorite man out of all of them, so there's that. And Sage is definitely my favorite female of the whole series. I was going to do a separate review for the third book because I got some. Well, I got something to say about the third book, okay? And I gotta record it anyway. Um, and the third book was Let Me Show You, and it's with Nolan, the other twin, and Bridget. And yeah, I'll explain my why I need to do a separate video because I just want to know if anybody else was feeling that kind of way. So you see my double chin. Anyway, so there's that. And then I did Intercepted by, I forgot the name of this chick's name. I'm sorry. I'll post a picture of the cover. Anyway, it's with you start with a girl named Marvy. No, it starts with an M. I know it starts with an M, and Gavin. Gavin is someone from her past. They had a one night stand, and currently she broke up with her boyfriend Chris, who's an asshole. He had the audacity. There were moments when I was walking in the streets of Brooklyn that I kind of want to curse somebody out, like these fictional characters out. But it's Brooklyn, so it's not like I can like say these things out loud. Otherwise, I'm gonna be another crazy person in New York. No, like these fictional characters, and then like Gavin's best friend from childhood. Yeah, fuck that bitch. Fuck that Snow White bitch. Yeah, exactly. If you read the book, you know exactly what they call her, Snow White. Okay, like she was a hot mess, and I hated her. Anyway, Gavin is such a sweetheart. And what I like about that Intercepted was there was a part where he was making decisions for the main character, and she was upset about it, and she followed through with it. And I love how she stood firm in her beliefs, and then she took moments for herself. Because normally when I see in romance novels with smut and all that other jazz, it's like, oh, let me follow what this man says. When a man makes decisions for the woman, they normally follow through with it in some of the romances that I keep reading over and over again. But this time, she's not having any of it. And I like it. And like, she didn't, and like that last bit was so important, I guess, for me. And I was like, wow, this is really great. I'm really glad that this was part of this romance novel, because to be honest with you, I think this is the first time I actually seen that. Okay, to be honest with you, in a romance smutty book where she doesn't take what he has to say, and like he was like, you know what, no, you fucked up royally, and as much as it hurts me to like do this to you, I gotta focus on myself before we could continue on with this relationship. And I was like, wow, I need more books like this, because honestly, to be honest with you, I am shocked that this is my first time reading like that, reading something like that in a romance / smutty novel. And it's the first book of the Players book. I know the second book is already out, and I think the second book has to do with a single mother and a football player as well. They all have to do with a football player. In fact, the author, from what I remember, she is an NFL player's wife, an ex NFL player's wife, and I think her husband is now a coach. So full circle. So I think she knows what she's talking about. So it's been definitely that sports romance, grown woman, woman of color, and I love it, and I love it. Actually, the this one is biracial, and I think the other one is going to be fully black. But at first, I thought I wasn't going to continue on with the series, but after this, I was like, you know what, I might as well. I might as well. It's just that I just don't like reading books with children. So I might have difficulty with the second one, to be honest. With that being said, let's start with the books that I already started to read this week. Yeah, I'm going to interrupt this. I forgot to mention a few books, like the Black God's Drum, which is like an 1850s steampunk kind of world of New Orleans slash Haiti, and I can't wait to read it because it's a very short book. Of course, shout out to all my Zozos out there. You know what it is. And I can't wait to see it because when it comes for steampunk tends to like turn me all the way off. Like I don't know. I feel dirty when I read steampunk with all that grease and all that stuff. You know, gears and all that other stuff. So we'll see. Luckily, it's a short read. So and there's magic in there, so that might add to my interest in it in such a very short read. Then we also got Legume by Nandi Akurafor. Basically, a lot of shit happened within the first 20 pages. Okay, like the one of the main characters, she got beat by her husband, and she hit him back, and then there's an alien. This one dude got beat up by his bunkmates because he saved a girl from getting raped by his bunkmates. Oh my god, it's a lot. Still don't know what the rapper's deal is, but I'm pretty sure it's something deep too. We shall see. And the thing is, I don't even like water based story slash aliens, so we'll see. That's basically starting it. With the Poppy War. I'm finally on that shit. Okay. I also downloaded the audiobook for Stay With Me, which is the Stockland Sisters Book 1, also by Alexandria House. So I'm excited to read that. I'm already 2 hours and 37 minutes in. I think I am. Yeah, so there's that. How am I liking it so far? I mean, she's still on my radar, but maybe I have to continue on with the series to see which of the sisters are my favorite, to be honest with you. The audiobook, I don't like the male's voice, but then again, he's Southern. However, but there's a certain charm about it because the audiobook is read by a married couple. So I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. But at the same time, the man's voice, I can't get over it. Can't y'all? Anyway, the woman's voice is perfectly fine for the main character is 33 years old, so it's what I fit in my head. And for the male, he sounds so much older than that, even though in the book he's around the same age as her. But the audiobook, who's reading him, he's giving me 50 or 60 vibes, and I'm like, there's a certain maturity. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to pull up a New Orleans accent, and maybe he is from there. I don't know, but it's just not working. But I'm gonna push through. Okay, it's getting steamy already. Okay, he got rejected, and he's like, me rejected? Yes, you rejected. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I started to read that. Let's go into some books that I hauled. I have yet to haul the Beast Made of Night by Tochi Amaguchi. And that's for this month's readathon for A Seat at a Table. Which is strange because I keep getting it and then returning it, getting it and returning it, because I got other books to read too. And what other books did I get? Oh, I got the Lies of Locke Lamont. It's like the first book of the Gentleman Bastards by Scott Lynch. And I also got the ebook. In fact, I should get through all the ebooks I got because recently I've been downloading ebooks like crazy. Anyway, and I got the entire first three books on ebook, and it's the combination one. So yeah, that's a mammoth. And I got the physical copy of the first book right there on my bed, and there's that. What else did I get? Oh, I recently put on Red Rising by Pierce Brown on hold at my library, so I'll be expecting to pick that up very soon. Sci-fi is not my thing, but I heard many good things and Slytherin, vibes, so we'll see. We shall see, okay? Sorry for a voiceover again. I lost the last bit of footage, but I did get Evil, the Science Behind Humanity's Dark Side by Julia Shaw. And I can't wait to read that. It's a nonfiction book. I have another book called, I believe it's called Evil, The Autonomy of Evil. And it's a thick one. And I know that at Barnes & Nobles, they posted a newer version for modern day times. So that's pretty great. Anyway, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe. Bye. Read a book, read a book, read a motherfucking